And there he is, the new general manager of the Tennessee Titans, Ran Carthon, with his first 3HL experience. Ran, what's up? How are you, man?
What's going on, fellas, man? I appreciate y'all having me.
Hey, congrats on the gig. Welcome to Nashville. What a moment, man, when you walked into the facility yesterday. That thing went all over the internet. I might have got a little wet eye there watching that.
You had something in your eye, cutting some onions? Man, how about that, man? That was just, it was amazing, and it's just a testament of, the people here in this building and the culture that, that Miss Amy is creating here. Man, it was just, it was unreal, like the feedback that I've gotten from everybody, and, from it's just amazing from the top to the bottom. It was just so cool on so many levels.
Yeah, for those that didn't see it, as you walk into the lobby, basically the entire franchise, the entire organization is in there clapping for you, and you're clapping for them. And after listening to you today and talking with a bunch of people that have run across your path over your career and maybe even your playing career, it made a lot of sense to me to see that as an organization lockstep with each other. And that seems to be kind of the message that I heard from you today.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's a bunch of ways to skin a cat. We've all, been there, and, scouting isn't new. But, the one thing of building a team, building a culture, man, it's not about, one person. It's not about an individual. It's a collective of people working in the same direction, and that's what that collaboration is. And I'm just looking forward to getting to work with Mike and his staff and bringing along the personnel staff, and we will be in lockstep, and we'll get this thing going in the same direction.
I know Mike Vrabel was involved in the second round of interviews. Had you been around him much before? Did you know him?
No, I didn't. Meeting Mike for the first time Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
We went Tuesday morning for a couple hours, and, really, just had this conversation. He had his line of questioning, but then the line of questioning quickly just shifted to just two football guys, talking ball. And like I said in the presser, you could tell that our core foundation and our core beliefs of the game were, generated with the same roots.
Well, welcome to Nashville. Have you spent much time here? What do you know about the Music City?
I mean, I haven't spent much time here. I've driven through Nashville during traffic time. So, it being stuck. I've been through here a couple times, in college to, play Vandy. But it's other than just passing through, I've never spent, considerable time here.
Titans general manager Ran Carthon joins us now with the 49ers playing the Cowboys this weekend with a chance to go to the NFC Championship. How do you balance your new job responsibilities and cheering on the team that you helped build?
Man, that was one thing that was important to me, was to be able to, finish the mission, if you will, with the Niners. And, thank God that, the York family and Lynch and, Kyle, they are all on board, but as well as, Miss Amy and Burke and Mike, everybody's supportive. So, I will be in attendance of the game this Sunday.
Yeah.
But as soon as that's over, it's back to, Titans football and getting this thing going.
Ran Carthon joins us now. What was it about the Titans opening that was attractive to you?
Like I said earlier, getting a chance to spend some time with Burke, Adolfo, and Miss Amy in Dallas a couple weeks ago just showed me their genuine nature as people, right? And that's the first and foremost thing, because, yes, this is football, but this is very much a people business. And just being able to work with people who are like-minded and share the same values, that was important to me. It wasn't about becoming a GM or getting that seat. It was about being able to be in position to keep it. And I feel like, having the opportunity here with this group and, the amount of resources that they're going to pour into making this thing work, I thought that was special.
Ran, you're a very thorough guy. I can hear that from listening to you and doing a little research on you, man. How are you able to keep your eye on the prize and also be able to aim for your mark in this general manager world, knowing that's a goal for you, but being able you able to keep that in your periphery right there in the corner of your eye, but also being able to stay on task?
One ththing I learned, man, it's about balancing time, right? And if it's important to you, you're gonna make time for it, and that's with anything. So, obviously, you got to keep the main thing, which is the job that people bring you in to do. But just throughout my whole career, I've either, balanced the time to create time for myself to try to do other things, And I've also just always, sought out mentors from different spaces, and I don't put it on anybody else to develop me or bring me along. I have to, now if they're willing to do so, great, and I'll take it. But then it's my job to take care of me. And so I always try to build in time, to get, stronger and more proficient in areas that I'm not.
See, that's really interesting to me. So mentors outside of the football world, what kinds of guys were you talking with? Like what kinds of industry?
So I'll give you three, and they're the three most prominent. I have a guy, Bill Spotswood. I grew up under him. He's back home in Key West. He and his family are real estate developers. Back home, they actually have a couple things going here in the city of Nashville. So that would be great to be able to spend more time with him. Then I also have Marvin Ellison. He's the chairman and CEO of Lowe's, who I spend a lot of time with, on the phone and just, picking his brain in certain situations. His journey, if you don't know his journey, it's incredible. And then you have Rudy Klein Thomas. He's a private equity investor, out in the Bay Area. He's done some tech stuff, has a company called Mastery Inc. that he's partners with, a few NBA players, Andre Iguodala, Draymond Green, Steph Curry. Just spending time with those guys kind of, in the grand scheme of things, man, right, we're in the football business. We can come into these conversations with different owners, and we can football the guys to death. But I think it's cool to be able to create common ground with them on their level of business and being able to, I don't have to have a JD or MBA, but having spent time with these successful business people, puts me in a position to be able to have those conversations with them as well.
Titans General Manager Ran Carthon joins us now on 3HL.
Ran, I'm not sure if you're ready for this. I know it's been serious all day, man, and and you've been doing a terrific job, man. I've been following you on social media. The Titans putting out things of that nature. You're here with your fam, man. Now we got to set all that to the side, bro.
Hey, man, I'm ready for the tomfoolery. You will quickly learn about me. I like to have a good time just as much as anybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ran Carthon, baby, about to go into the boom boom room. Now let me explain this to you, Ran, since we just getting straight to it. The Boom Boom Room, this is a special place. You get in here, you kick your feet up. It's just really me and you just talking. Just a whole lot of people with the room bug that we're going to let the information out to. But it's just me and you. Now, when you get in here, the door is locked behind you. When the door is locked, you have to answer everything truthfully to the best of your ability. And that is the only way the door will be unlocked. If not, you will be in the basement with the other lost souls in the Boom Boom Room. Do you agree to these terms, Ran?
Yes, I agree.
Take him in the Boom Boom Room.
Ah, yes. One man on his way into the Boom Boom Room.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the new general manager for the Tennessee Titans, Ran Carthon. But we putting that title to the side. We just talking about Ran Carthon, the man with the beard. I'm talking about shining and glistening. First and foremost, how does that beard shine and glisten like that for the brothers out there, man? Because I'm talking about a lot of gentlemen are hitting us right now saying, hey, man, how a man get his beard like that, man?
In the words of the great Prince Hakeem, it's nothing but juices and berries.
I love it. All right, so
we go coming to America with first answer.
It's only right. Man. You know what I mean?
You're in the right spot, right?
Come on now. It's going down, man. So you got to do this. You're a Florida guy. These little quick hitters right here. You can explain if you want to. Florida guy with ties to the Bay, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to choose one. Here we go.
Okay.
A donk or a lowrider?
I don't. Easy.
Easy. I like it. That's Florida just coming oozing out of you. E40 or TDD?
Man, you know what? This is hard.
Oh yeah.
Because OG 40 Water is one of my friends that I talk to, and spend a lot of time with him. Mm-hmm. But like you said, I'm a Florida boy, so I got to go with TDD.
I like it,
TDD. I grew up on TDD.
Hey, we all did, baby. We all did. All right. Florida, a little Florida taste versus a little Bay taste right here. Fried conch versus tacos. Which one you picking?
So this is where it's gonna flip, right?
Uh-oh.
And it's a reason.
Okay.
I'm gonna go tacos.
Ooh, you hurting a lot of people down there now.
Listen, no.
Okay.
Only because I got a shellfish allergy, so I can't eat the cones.
Oh, smart.
So that was actually easy. So
Okay.
I appreciate you. Got you on that one.
I got you. All right. So we come from the same era, man. You know, you the Gator Chomp thing, you know what I mean? And that's cool. I'm a Vol, you know, a VFL. So we right there in the same area. I'm 9903, and you right there in that same gap, too. So let me ask you this. Let's take the people behind the scenes, man, how we living in the dorm back then. Dorm food, you got to choose one. Ramen noodles or pizza?
Ramen noodles.
Ramen.
See, we don't call it ramen or ramen. We call it oodles and noodles.
See, okay.
So,
okay.
See, it's a difference. If I'm trying to be fancy and add a little something to it, then you got more variety going with the oodles and noodles.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
But I'll take the pizza.
Okay. Because now you got to understand, Rand, I'm taking you back to your dorm life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
100%.
yeah, you might not have the seasonings right then to throw them in there. You got to kind of jazz it up.
Those things did come up missing every time.
Yeah. One thing about it, man.
What used to happen was you use
Two
two different seasons from one, and then you get down to the last pack of oodles and noodles, and you have no seasoning.
Double it up. I like it. All right, so we know as players, especially coming from our era, we used to raid the training room for Gatorade and stuff like that. You can only choose one, Gatorade or Kool-Aid.
Ooh, you dirty for this,
man. And I'm talking about, hold up, Rand. I'm talking about the Gatorade in the can, too. Not the ones that come in the bottle. You know, them cans hit different.
Yes, yeah. Especially when they're cold and got the little frost on the outside.
Don't tell me.
But I'm still go Kool-Aid. You can never go wrong with Kool-Aid.
Okay. Here we go. Wings or steak?
Wings.
I like that. Strikeout wings. Remember that name. Strikeout wings. Try 'em. You won't go wrong. I'm going to make sure you get some. Ranch or honey mustard?
On what?
This is just in general. It's on you. Like, what you like to go with? You choose one. What's your favorite? Yeah. What you rolling with?
I'm going to go ranch because it's all purpose, but there's some things that honey mustard is better on.
Okay. All right. I like that. So these last two right here, we're going to get personal real quick.
Okay.
You got to put one in timeout.
Mm-hmm.
One gets locked in the boom boom room basement with the lost souls. Okay. One has to transfer and play for Florida. The other one, you can send them out into the atmosphere. They ain't never, ever gonna see any college program sports ever again.
Okay.
Miami, Florida State, Tennessee. Pick it.
All right, what's my one gets locked in the
one gets locked in the boom boom room basement with the lost souls and may not never ever come out. We just slide their food up under the door.
Mm-hmm.
The other has to transfer and play for Florida.
Okay.
And the last one, the third one, they're out of here. They're wiped off the planet. It's over. Their school don't even exist.
We can do that with Florida State.
Oh, no more Seminoles.
I like how you started with that one. Like, just get them out of here.
We can put UT in the basement with the lost souls, and we can let the U transfer and play.
Oh, you gonna put UT in the basement? We just gotta watch y'all play. Oh, you killing me.
See, listen, I know what you were doing with the question, and I gotta live here. So
you gonna let us live?
The balls was gonna be somewhere. Just not thrown away because me and my family, we got to live here, man. So.
I love it. Last one, man. Always like to ask people this right here, man, because I know through my lifetime and people in sports and everything in general, man, you always got something that builds character. So over a lifetime, we grow through many different things that build the character in which we live and operate in today. The man you've become today. Give me one as a kid and one as a young adult that helped shape you. Character-changing moments. Well, I don't care what it is, if you don't mind sharing with us.
Well, I'll say this. My high school football coach, he has a definition of character of it's not what you do when they're looking, it's what you do when they're not looking, right? So I think for me, that kind of encapsulates both sides because that's just how I've always lived my life. right? From the smallest of things, or walking through the hallway, if it's a piece of paper, I'm gonna pick it up, right? That's the easy thing to do,
right?
And I think not only that, if now in this position, if people see me do it, they'll be more inclined to repeat it.
Right.
And then that's us taking care of each other. So it's not really any specific moment that happened that this just built the character.
Yeah.
But I still remember that quote from my head coach to this day, and I adopted it because it just makes so much sense to me. And I always live my life, and I'll share this. I'll let you guys, how you said behind the curtain. Before me and my wife and kids got off the plane yesterday, I told them, I was like, hey, let's take a minute. I was like, because once we get off this plane, our lives are different forever. I said, so let's just take this minute, and just remember, what this moment was like. And we said a prayer and we left the plane, so that's just me. That's who I am. And so I always proceed and I move as if I know a million people are watching me. And so I know I got to carry myself a different way and carry myself with character. So no really truthfully defining moment, just that definition is what shaped me.
Well, Ran Carthon, you have done a terrific job in the Boom Boom Room. You can go and put your general manager hat and cap and gown and everything back on, man. We're going to let you out the Boom Boom Room. Let him out the Boom Boom Room, huh?
Well. Looks like you did good in the Boom Boom Room.
Ran Carthon, Tennessee Titans general manager. Real quick on the way out, Ran, I'm curious. Tell us about growing up in Key West and playing high school football in Key West.
Man, if you've ever been to the Bahamas, I literally just said this about 20 minutes ago. If you've ever lived in the Bahamas, it's the Bahamas stateside. We're a little small 4x1 island, surrounded by water. We got to cross a 7-mile bridge, to get to the mainland. I'm actually closer to Cuba than I am to Miami. So I joke with people and say I'm from North Cuba, sometimes. But, playing high school ball, it was all Miami teams. We've literally driven to Belglades and played Glade Central, 8-9 hour, drive, play the game and jump right back on the bus and come back. Now, depending on if we were on a charter bus or the cheese wagon, that could have been a character building moment. But, but in all fairness, man, like my senior year, we started the season with 17 players on our team, and so Key West has always had to fight, to overcome our lack of, but man, when I tell you the people in Key West are built different, we known for being tough, and we known for being resilient, so it was a cool environment, to grow up in. And like I said, when we get to meet each other, you guys will see I'm pretty chill, I'm pretty laid back, and that's just the vibe of the island.
Well, clearly we just wanted to get to know you with this conversation. We can talk about roster and stuff like that later. But congrats on the gig, man. Can't wait to get to know you better. I know you got a lot of work ahead of you, and good luck this weekend.
No, I appreciate you guys, man. Looking forward to building and, establishing a relationship with you guys.
Ran, since you're here, real quick before you leave, you can throw a little Go Vols out there? Or you just oh, that's too much. We out the Boom Boom Room. That's too much.
I was going to say I could throw it out there, like you said, out into the abyss. So I could do that. But I can't leave you with a Go Gators.
Hey, man, somebody cut this man line. Somebody cut this man line.
Oh, we were friends.
We were vibing. Appreciate you, dog.
Hey, thanks, man.
All right, no problem.
Love, bro.
Ran Carthon. How about that?